You're back for another Orein Gba video, and this is week 2 versus Ninja. We're just gonna get right into this. So he leads off with silver as I lead to move it off of Max Scissor. I go for a U-turn here. At first I didn't really know what it was. I just thought it did a lot of damage, and I didn't know if it was like defensive or especially defensive. And I was like, I didn't know that at first. And then when I went for the grass knot and saw that it did a little bit of damage, I knew that it was especially defensive. So I just go on to know here, seeing as I really don't like have anything to sort of like deal with this besides Scissor and Gramble, but you know, they're kind of really hard to get in without getting salt burn. So here I just try to get him in and try to get up some damage. Sorry for all the barking and that noise. I have family here right now, and my dogs are barking. So I just go for a U-turn here and go on to, I don't know, so I can go for, so here I go for a wish and then go for a heal bell. Now here I messed up because I was supposed to go for a heal bell, then a wish, and then switch out into Scissor. So it's kind of a little bit of a mistake on my part. Thankfully he doesn't get a scald. And I go into Scissor here. Now I'm not burnt, and he gets a crit, which was unfortunate, but well, it mattered a little bit. So I just go for the U-turn here and go out into Gramble. And I'm like, okay, a choice band or crunch might kill him in this range. I go for a crunch, does a lot of damage. He goes for a slack off. I was like, ugh, because you know, I was just gonna like keep trying to whittle him down and stuff. Hopefully he didn't burn me. Now, kind of defense drop was good, but he also got another crit, which was kind of bad for me, because then I'm at low health and I kind of have to stack this thing here to Chestnut. Now here I go for an air release, hoping that this would kill, but it actually doesn't, and he goes for a drain punch here, and you can see that does nothing to me. Now here he switches out and goes into Cling Clang as I hit him for like 20%. Now here he tries to go for subs, and I don't know why he keeps trying to go for sub. It really does nothing for him. I don't even know why he brought Cling Clang. Like, looking at my draft, Cling Clang does nothing. And I just keep going for superpowers here. Now here I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna die to the next hit or something. So I just went out into Rotom, knowing that Rotom can break the sub. As here he gets enough leftovers recovery to go for another sub. Those leftovers, and he goes for a return here as I go for the overheat. Now here he's at enough HP to go for another sub, so here I try to go for a Will-O-Wisp, hoping he wouldn't go for another sub, but he does do that. So he goes for a Gear Grind here, and you can see it does pitiful damage. As I just go for a Volt Switch here, it doesn't take out the sub, so I have to go into Scissor here. Now I really didn't have to go for a superpower here, but I went for a superpower anyways, which I probably shouldn't have because I probably could have broke it anyways. So here he goes for a return, getting damage off on me, which is not really that much damage, like, hello. And then now I know the next thing that he's going to go into, I'm going to need to switch out on because of those stat boosts. And he does go into Chandelier here as he goes for a Fire Blast, and that does a lot of damage. Considering this is a Rotom. So here I go for a switch and go on to Onino on his Chandelier, and he just goes for another Fire Blast. As here I go for a Wish, and I protect here because it's doing a lot of damage. And I'm pretty sure that this thing specs by like how much damage it's doing, but I didn't calculate because he's definitely locked in. So here I was like, okay, I need to take it a free switch, so I have to sack something. So I sacked off my Rotom, and then I went out into Tornadus, and I think it might have been Scarfed. He might have just been predicting me to not be Scarfed. I don't know, but the Chandelier is really powerful. Next time I'm gonna have to plan for that, if there is a next time. And I went for Dark Pulse here. So here he goes for Spikes as I go for a Wish, and I was like, what if he goes for an Explosion here? And he does go for an Explosion, which kind of sucks that my Scissor had to die. But here I go into Mew, and I start going for Nasty Pots here, knowing he can't really do anything with me, with his last pick. So I go for a Psychic here, and I just straight up kill him. And then as he goes for a Spiky Shield here, as I go for a Psychic, which really he didn't have to do that. He was not gonna live anyways. So that's GG to him. It was a good game. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. I enjoy all these battles. But Mew picked up another sweep, which that was good. Mew is at has 5 kills and 0 deaths, so that's pretty good. It's at the top of the league right now in kills, so that's good. And guys, come back for next week when we're gonna be facing our toughest opponent.